afternoon and welcome to this iContact webinar. Before we get started today, I would just like to do a little bit of housekeeping. If you can hear me okay, would you please enter the word okay into the chat box on the control panel on your screen? Perfect, thank you very, very much. So today's webinar is for iContact, ramping up email marketing for Thanksgiving and beyond. Just to introduce myself, my name is John W. Hayes. I'm a marketing strategist and contributing author here at iContact. What does that mean? Essentially, I spend my time speaking to small and medium-sized businesses and not-for-profit organizations and any other kind of organization that can use our software. And I learn about your problems and I help you solve your problems, and essentially I write about those problems and how we fix them on the iContact blog and a number of other resources. I'm also the author of 2 best-selling marketing books. The first, Becoming the Expert, Enhancing Your Business Reputation through Thought Leadership Marketing, and more recently published a crash course in email marketing, which again explains many of the problems small and medium-sized businesses have in their everyday email marketing and how they can overcome these problems. The contact details are on the screen. My email is jhayes@icontact.com. You can find me on Twitter at John_W_Hayes. Or if you'd like to tweet about this webinar, the hashtag is at hashtag iContactWebinar. So briefly to go through some of the things we're going to be talking around today. We're going to be looking at the importance of segmentation and targeting. We're going to look at how to increase your volume, your email marketing volume, without losing subscribers. And we're also going to be looking at strategies around the key dates that will help you maximize your results from email marketing. A lot of the content we're going to be talking about today is covered in our holiday marketing blueprint, which is available for download via the iContact website. And through this white paper, we deliver our 12-step guide for holiday marketing success. So I don't want to frighten you, but the holidays actually started last month. I believe the holiday marketing season actually begins with Halloween. In an ideal world, you will have your holiday marketing plans in place prior to Halloween. And Halloween is a great time for you to start pushing those campaigns out and testing the waters. Things aren't slowing down. You know, Halloween is the start, and things definitely are slowing down. We're on November the 11th now. The first big 3 days of the holiday marketing season are very, very close. So we're looking 26 days now until Thanksgiving in the US, followed by Black Friday on November 28th, which is one of the biggest shopping days, both in the US and globally as well. People say, the US sneezes and the rest of the world catches a cold a week later. I'm certainly based in the UK, and I see sales significantly peaking around the Black Friday and Cyber Monday day. Cyber Monday being the largest online shopping day, it's certainly in the US and Europe. And then we go into December. Hanukkah, 6 days of festivities starting on December the 16th. Super Saturday, December the 20th. This is the last shipping day before Christmas. Obviously, Christmas Day, probably the pinnacle of the holiday marketing season. And then it goes back into Boxing Day, December 26th, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Again, huge shopping days. Consider how many tablet computers, smartphones, laptops are going to be gifted over the holiday period. And great opportunity to hit your subscribers and hit your new subscribers again and again. I personally don't believe the holiday season finishes until Valentine's Day, and we'll get to that at the end of the session today. You're going to be very, very busy over the next coming weeks and coming months, and hopefully you're going to see some fantastic returns from that as well. So what if I told you the biggest shopping day of the holiday period was actually already over? China have a day called Singles Day, and Singles Day is based on the date. It's the 11th of the 11th, 1111, and they have a special online shopping day, which is supposed to be a special day for single people, who aren't yet married, and it's become a huge shopping day. Alibaba, which is the largest e-commerce player in the Chinese market, this morning when this article was published at 8 o'clock in the morning in the UK, so that is 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, Alibaba had already seen sales surge past $4 billion. Why am I mentioning this? Well, it's something that I hadn't really heard of until this year, and it just shows you that it's a huge opportunity around the globe. Will I be including Singles Day in my holiday marketing plans for next year? I probably will. It's a huge opportunity, and one that I definitely want a slice of. But don't panic. You should be getting busy, but there's still time to save the holidays. We still have a number of weeks to get things right and start seeing those returns. So just a quick reminder of why you need to be getting busy and the opportunity that is out there. The average American over the holiday period spends around about $786 over the holiday period. 30% of the population plan to spend more than $1,000. Now, I've got 2 kids. I don't know how anyone can get away with spending any less than $1,000. You better believe that opportunity is much bigger than that. But over the whole population, $786 per person. That's not a bad amount of money to try and get hold of. Consumers spent $46 billion online during the 2013 holiday period. That's up from $42 billion in 2012, or a 9.5% increase. And remember, that was over a very sluggish period in the economy. So you can only expect these figures to rise again in 2014. Now the economy is slowly beginning to improve, and people are getting more confident, and people are happy to spend more money. So who wouldn't want a slice of that $46 billion plus opportunity? Now remember, these figures are only online. Yeah, how big is the market in general? It's absolutely massive. I haven't got a figure, but if I was to pull a figure out of the air, I would say it's a $500 billion opportunity. And you've got to remember that email marketing isn't just for online businesses. It's not just for e-commerce stores. Email marketing will work for any kind of business, and that's one of the reasons why I've chosen to work in this industry. It will work for hotels, it will work for restaurants, it will work for travel agents, it will work for bricks and mortar stores, it will work for online stores. I can't think of a business that won't benefit from email marketing. So it's a great industry to be working in. 16% of all online spend is driven by email marketing. That's 1% more effective than paid search. Now that says 2 things to me really. One, that you need to invest more time and effort in your email marketing campaigns, because email marketing is still the #1 driver of revenue online. It delivers the greatest possible return on investment of any online or offline marketing technique. And 2, you need to look at how much money you're spending on your paid search. I'll come on to this a little bit later. You will need to continue spending money on expensive acquisition marketing techniques to win new customers, but you will retain them and you will see profits via email marketing. It also tells me that the internet is still very small. 16% of spend is coming via email marketing. Online spend is driven by email marketing. But there's a huge opportunity for offline businesses as well. Okay, so it's a big opportunity. Everybody understands that. You've got to be busy. But don't be a busy fool. Now, what do I mean by that? A busy fool is somebody who works hard but doesn't understand costs. These are the kind of people who work hard all year and see their productivity and turnover go through the roof, but fail to keep an eye on costs, which can completely destroy their margins. As business people, we're all ambitious and want to see our businesses grow, but at what costs? So you need to look at things like your paid search spend. You need to look at things like your staffing costs. You need to look at things like your returns, because you want to work hard and you want to see a real return. Common trait for the busy fool number 2, doesn't delegate or outsource. And again, too many business owners really struggle and let go of tasks that can't be competently handled by other members of the team. If you trust somebody enough to pay them a salary, then you should trust them enough to get on with their job without constantly looking over their shoulders. Another way you can look at this, I was speaking to a client a few months ago now, and she told me she believed that she needed to get more involved with email marketing. She needed to get more involved with social media marketing. She needed to get more involved with content marketing, but she just didn't have the time. And that's because she was spending a lot of her time managing staff. She was spending a lot of her time doing her accounts. She was spending a lot of her time doing other little tasks which didn't really benefit her. I told her that she had to embrace the things she loved, which was marketing her products, and outsource absolutely everything else. There's no reason why a passionate marketeer should be doing your monthly accounts. A good accountant will save you money. So don't do things that you're not passionate about. Get passionate about marketing your business and outsource absolutely everything else. Number 3, common trait of the busy fool, enjoys manual labor. I see this a lot. I see a lot of companies still using spreadsheets to move around lists. I see people using multiple tools to manage their email marketing and their social media marketing campaigns. Even the smallest company can engage software to help them build their customer lists and send email marketing campaigns. It's the year 2014, we're coming up to 2015. Get smart about the way you operate your business. Work smarter, not harder. Finally, doesn't understand data. I really believe that data is your friend. It can tell you who's interested in your product. It can tell you who's interested in your services, where they're based, and how they can be targeted. So you need to look at your website analytics. You need to look at how people are joining your email marketing lists, whether they're coming in via purchases or whether they're subscribing, what pages are they subscribing from, and then you can segment your lists accordingly and you can hit them with the right kind of message. But let's look at some of these extra holiday marketing costs. Now these are all of the things that you will have to spend all your additional money in coming up to the holidays. So yes, you will have to buy extra stock, and that's stock that's sitting on your shelves that you need to move quickly. You may have to hire extra staff, and again, that is a huge cost. If you're buying all this extra stock, you're bringing all these extra staff on, you may have to increase the size of your warehouse facilities. You will have extra shipping costs. You will have extra acquisition costs. Acquisition costs being paid search or traditional advertising. I should explain, email marketing is a retention marketing tool, which is why it's so cost effective. Acquisition marketing techniques, things like paid search, newspaper advertising, radio advertising, television advertising are very, very expensive, because if anyone's been in business for any length of time will tell you it is much more expensive to win a new customer than it is to existing one, and again and again. Of course, you're making all of these extra sales, you're driving people into your website, you are going to have extra customer service issues. You're going to have people on the phones dealing with extra returns, problems with shipping, etc., etc. You're going to have extra revenue, but are you going to see extra profits? And this is where there are so many busy fools in the run-up to Christmas. They're doing all this extra work, they're spending all this extra money on staff and stock and warehousing and shipping, customer services, etc., etc. And following Christmas, bang, it all falls down again, and you've turned over a lot of money, but you've not seen those profits. And that's pretty much where email marketing comes into the equation. I believe that email marketing is the most profitable component of absolutely everything else you do to promote your business, both online and offline. Now remember, email marketing will work just as well for your business whether you are online or offline. And I still see far too many offline businesses, traditional bricks and mortar businesses, completely ignoring email. Consider this, when you buy something online, would the online retailer let you finish that sale? Would they let you put an item in your shopping basket and check out without taking your email address? I don't think so. And I don't understand why traditional bricks and mortar retailers don't do exactly the same. Somebody comes into your shop, they spend a significant amount of money with you, and they walk out of the door. You may never, ever see that person again. So I would urge any bricks and mortar retailers or any real world businesses online today to think about how they can collect email data from customers who come into their shops. You should ask for their email details. What's the worst that can happen? Only say no. Now, a great way of doing that is to offer them a discount off the purchase they're making today or for future purchase. But really try and encourage people to give you their email details, because email doesn't only happen to, email isn't only a positive business tool for online businesses. So what came first, the campaign or the list? Over the holiday period, you will be making a significant number of sales. You will be driving people into your business and collecting lots of new email data. When's the best time to hit this email data? The best time to hit this email data is straight away. So as soon as you start collecting these new email addresses, you should start hitting them straight away. If you're new to email marketing, what comes first, the campaign or the list? A lot of people say to me, I want to build up a significant list before I start sending emails. That's the wrong answer. As soon as people have given you their email data, they've proved that they're interested in your products or services and they want to hear more from you. They are eager customers and they are wanting to buy. So you should start hitting them straight away. I would say if you have 10 people in your email list, you should start emailing them straight away. So don't wait until you get that critical mass. Start emailing them straight away. And there's a good reason for that. Emails are best consumed fresh. An email address has an average age of around about 18 months. People change jobs, people change service providers. There's no point hanging on to an email address that perhaps won't work for you in 2 years' time. So hit them straight away. So holiday marketing campaign ideas. There's a number of things you can do as soon as you've got these email addresses and you're hitting them straight away. Number one, upsell opportunities. If somebody has bought something from you, send them an email and get them to buy something else from you. Now this can be factored into something very, very simple, like your thank you email. Thank you for purchasing this item. How about looking at these other complementary items? Now you should really only send people emails that are connected to their purchase. So for example, if you're a fashion retailer and somebody has bought ladies fashion, you should really only send them emails about ladies fashion. So send them those complementary upsell opportunities. Next, limited stock notices. Now this drives the perception of scarcity. If you tell people you've only got 10 or 50 or 100 items left, that will speed them up. They will no longer think about buying that product or service and will make that purchase there and then because they will be scared to miss out. Obviously, during the holiday season, free shipping and free returns are very, very important and can mean the difference between making a sale or not. As we go on through the month, it's very important to let your customers know about last shipping date notifications. Now remember there we mentioned Super Saturday, which is the last shipping day before Christmas. Now obviously the sooner you let people know about this, the sooner they will buy from you. And particularly if you're selling products or services that might need a slightly longer shipping period. What about expedited shipping notices? So perhaps you can turn items around really, really quickly. You buy now, you'll get tomorrow, or even same day delivery. That's a great thing to push additional sales. Holiday sales and discounts, yeah, you really want to be careful here because this is the time of the year that people are making these buying decisions. They want these products or services severely attracted by major discounting. But, certainly following the holidays, that's when you still have stock left on the shelves, that's when you need to push these holiday sales. Finally, digital gifts and gift vouchers. If people have missed those last shipping dates, and you can still sell to people right up to the big day itself. So you could be promoting gift vouchers and digital gifts, midnight or even on Christmas Day itself for people who perhaps forgotten to buy a gift for somebody. So don't forget these best practices. We've already touched on the first one already. The average age of an email address is 18 months. So as soon as somebody has subscribed to your list, you want to be hitting them straight away. The most successful email you will ever send will always be your first email. Now that may be a thank you email, but you want to get a sales message in there. And as I say, if you can push those complementary products and create that upsell opportunity, that is a fantastic opportunity for you. You want to listen, learn, and build relationships. Don't just broadcast. Email is a two-way mechanism. So you want to listen to what your customers want, and they will tell you that by how they subscribe. What products are they buying from you? What pages on your website are they subscribing to your lists from? You want to listen to them via things like social media and other email marketing, other email conversations. What are they telling you? What are they telling you about your products or services? Are they happy with your shipping? Are they unhappy with your additional costs? Learn to listen to them and don't second guess what they want. And build relationships. And this is probably one of the reasons why you should never, ever send an email campaign from a no reply email address. You send a campaign out from a no reply email address, an inbox that isn't checked, and somebody wants to buy, but they want to ask you a question. How do they get in contact with you? Every email you send should be sent out from an inbox that is monitored and can be replied to. Because remember, email is a two-way conversation. Keep it relevant, timely, and engaging. I believe absolutely everything else is spam. Then the people have given you permission to contact them about a product or service they're interested in. As soon as you go off piece, I consider that to be a spam complaint. If you've got nothing to say, don't say it. Now that might sound a bit crazy, but too many people are sending out email campaigns out of habit. You shouldn't be sending them out of habit. You should be sending them out because you have something engaging that you want to share with them. I talked about killing your monthly newsletter. I talked about that quite a lot in the past. If you search the iContact blog, you will see my thoughts on a monthly newsletter. A monthly newsletter is very often an afterthought. You need to you need to be sending out relevant, engaging and timely campaigns, not something that's cobbled together because you've always sent a newsletter out probably on the second Tuesday of the month. Increase your volume. If people have given you permission to contact them, that's because they're interested in your brand, they're interested in your product, and they're interested in your services. Coming up to the holidays, they will expect to hear from you a lot more often. So if you're currently sending an email once a month, you need to think about sending an email once a week. If you're currently sending an email once a week, you need to be thinking about sending emails multiple times a week. The great thing about email marketing is it can be targeted. You can segment your lists according to what people have previously bought from or how people have previously engaged from you. You shouldn't be sending out lots more emails to your entire list. You should be segmenting them accordingly to the previous engagements with you. So you could send 10 emails a day, but only each individual will only receive one email from you. Finally, remember there's no such thing as cheap or expensive marketing. There's marketing that works and there's marketing that doesn't work. Too many people don't give email marketing a fair crack at the whip because they believe it to be very, very low cost. Email marketing isn't cheap, it's very cost effective. And that's because it's a retention marketing tool, as you mentioned previously. It's much easier to retain an existing client than to win a new one. So Beyond the holidays, email marketing continues to drive revenue long after the holidays. Email allows you to maximize the opportunity from customers acquired over the holiday period and win repeat business over many months or years to come into the future. So, for example, a customer buying a Christmas gift for a loved one could be very easily tempted back to buy another for Valentine's Day. And on that subject, I want to talk about not being too late. Don't leave things too late. Now, what did we say? We're about 11 days, so about 15 days away from Thanksgiving now. Thanksgiving, Friday, Cyber Monday could be the busiest time of your year. It is a time to make money. A couple of years ago, I was speaking to a client whose busiest time of the year wasn't Christmas or the holidays. The busiest time of the year for him was Valentine's Day. He was a lingerie seller, and he made most of his money in the weeks prior to Valentine's Day. He had been building up a list for quite some time, but he hadn't sent his first campaign out. And he wanted to leave his first campaign until just prior to the big day itself. In fact, he wanted to make a big splash on the last shipping day before Valentine's Day. Now, this is because he thought he would be able to hit everybody that perhaps had left everything till the last minute and make a lot of money on that last day. The problem is, as I say, he'd been building up his list over a significant period of time. Some of the email addresses in his list were several years old. They'd never been hit before. And when it came to him to send his first email campaign, he received a lot of spam complaints. We don't like spam complaints at iContact. No reputable email marketing company likes spam complaints. And unfortunately, we had to freeze his account until we looked at all of these issues with the email addresses in his system. As a result, he missed his biggest shopping day of the year. Now, if he'd been a little bit early, if he'd started sending his campaigns out perhaps towards the end of January and built up to that last shipping day, he would never have had those problems. So please do not wait until Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday to send your first campaigns out. If you have email addresses in your system, start sending campaigns out now and testing the water, and testing the strength of your list. And you never know, you might sell something sooner rather than later. Don't wait. Start sending your campaigns now. So as I mentioned, a lot of the information that we talked about in today's webinar comes from the 12-step guide to holiday marketing, or the holiday marketing blueprint, where we talk about creating a plan, building a schedule, getting your subscribers' heads, being selective, keeping in touch, how we look at how you can focus on benefits, how you can get social. Social media has actually strengthened email marketing proposition. You can add social media share buttons to your email campaigns very, very easily. And then benefits from viral marketing. Remember the phrase, birds of a feather flock together. If you hit 100, 1,000, 10,000 names with a campaign, there's a very good chance that their friends, colleagues, or family may also be interested in your marketing campaigns. So get social. You're going to learn what works by testing your campaigns, testing subject lines, testing calls to action, etc., etc. You've got to measure against your goals. Are these campaigns working? If they are, maximize them. If they're not, you need to look at correcting your course. You always need to grow your list. Remember, the average age of an email address is only 18 months, so you constantly need to be adding new names to your list. And obviously, you need to remember the basics that we talked about earlier. And with that, I would like to ask if anybody has any questions. If you do have any questions, please feel free to enter them into the chat box, and I will to answer them now. If you are unable to do that, my email address is on the screen there. Please feel free to contact me via email or contact me via Twitter, where I will try my best to answer you in the next 24 hours. How can we find out more about No Info Report? Could you send me a little bit more detail about your request there, Susan, and I'll try and get back to that. Does having wrong email addresses sending to those emails identify you as a spam? If you have wrong email addresses, your emails won't arrive in inboxes. They will be set as hard bounces, and yes, that can damage your reputation. They won't necessarily be spam, but if you reach a threshold of hard bounces, you may be forced to look at the lists in the emails in your list. We do use hard bounces to identify spammers, so if you've reached that threshold, we may have to look at your account. Will iContact add options for individuals to sign up to your email list via text? I don't know if that's on the roadmap at the moment, but I will certainly pass that information on to our product development team and come back to you on that. How would you tie fitness holiday season? Fitness is a big thing in the holiday season. Perhaps you have people going to parties. They want to look their best in their party dresses or outfits. Also, following the holiday period as well. Perhaps if you have eaten too much and drunk too much, and boy, do I know those feelings. You can certainly encourage your subscribers to get fit and healthy either prior to the big event or following the big event. Okay, so I think that's all the questions coming in at the moment. As I say, if you do have any additional questions, please feel free to email me, jhayes@icontact.com, or drop me a line on Twitter at John_W_Hayes. I'd just like to say thank you very much for joining us today, and don't forget to download the white paper, the Holiday Marketing Blueprint, if you haven't done so already from the iContact site. Thank you very much for your time.